What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over when you should actually start your own VAS-based business. Now, whether that's at a accounting firm, tax firm, bookkeeping firm, doesn't really matter. It's basically all the same. Before we get started, we got a different setup. I've got a tripod set up here right on top of the edge of my desk. I'm going to try it out different from the corner angle here. So hopefully that works. I've got my mic here. It's a little farther away, so if the audio is bad, well, if you're not new here and you've been here since the beginning, my first couple of videos I had terrible audio, and trying to get that set up and fixed was a bit of a pain, but hopefully it's not too bad and hopefully it works. So getting into the video, when should you start your own VAS-based business? Now, there's a couple different ways that I can go about this. The quick and simple answer is right now. Obviously start it right now. If you're working at a corporate job, maybe you're working at a Big Four, you're working at a mid-sized firm, and you're currently maybe doing bookkeeping, corporate returns, personal returns, and you know that you could offer the service all on your own, chances are you're probably making $60,000, $80,000, maybe $100,000, maybe $150,000 if you're a manager or a senior partner or whatever. But let's just say you're making $100,000. That's a pretty safe bet for most of you guys. And if you're making less than $100,000, then this would apply to you even more. On an average annual basis, you probably handle 50 to 100, maybe 150 clients every single year, whether you're doing bookkeeping, corporate year ends, stuff like that. And when you think about it, if you're able to handle that many engagements, you could easily operate your own firm, because to make $100,000, you're not going to be handling 150 engagements. So that should defeat that maybe limiting belief that you might have where, well, I can't start my own firm because I can't handle the clients. You are literally handling clients right now. You are doing client work right now. So I don't think that the excuse of I can't handle a lot of clients should be in your mindset, because it's simply just not true. To make $100,000 a year, you know what? Let's pull out the calculator. $100,000 every single year. Let's say your average annual package is about $3,000. That's a very low priced bookkeeping package and a very low priced corporate return package. Just to give you an idea, my average annual size for bookkeeping is about $5,000 every single year. And that's if you want the corporate year-end work on top of that, it's another $2,000 to $3,000 depending on what's involved. So all in all, a full-on package for myself is about $7,000 every single year. If it's just bookkeeping, then like I said, the average price is about $5,000. The lowest bookkeeping client that I have right now is $4,200 every single year. Now, let's say that you are below that because you're just starting out and you want to get your feet wet. You kind of want to test it out. Okay, so let's say that you're at $3,000 for an annual package, and let's say it's just bookkeeping. So $3,000, what even is that a month? Oh my God, that's $250 a month. Okay, so yeah, so you would definitely get that. So $250 a month, that's $3,000. You would only need 33.333 blah 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 clients to make $100,000. Now, 33.333, you're not going to get that. You're going to get 35 clients. That's the way that I like to round up. So to manage 35 bookkeeping clients, that would, just trying to think of how long that would take. That would take, you would either be at part-time or less than part-time. I'm going to say it takes you, let's say you take a long time every client. Okay, let's say you spend 3 hours on each client every single month. Even though 3 hours, that's like, I'm talking actually sitting down doing work for 3 hours every single client. Probably not going to be doing that. So let's do it right now. 35 clients, 3 hours. That's 105 hours every single month. We're going to call that 100 hours every single month. Okay, that's 25 hours a week. That's 3.5 hours every single day. That's including weekends, so let's just call it business days. It's 5 hours every single day. So that's effectively part-time. And I can guarantee you that 3 hours every single month, that is overkill. If you're spending 3 hours on a client every single month, one of two things should be happening. Either you should be raising those prices where, like, for me, if I'm spending 3 hours a month on a client's file, their minimum monthly retainer is probably going to be 350, maybe 400 a month, give or take, and probably more. So if you're spending 3 hours on a client, one of two things has to happen. Either you need to raise your prices, or you need to get rid of them, or you're doing something wrong. Like, you should not be spending 3 hours a month on every single client. And if you are, then bill for it. So really, when you think about it, to get to $100,000, it's quite simple. Simple, not easy. 35 clients. So you did. So that's only 2.9 a month. We're going to call that 3 a month. 3 a month is very doable. I do about 1 to 3 a week. Now, the reason why I say 1 to 3 a week is that's what the average is. I'll be honest, some weeks I don't get any clients. I sometimes go through a week or 2 week drought where I close no deals, but then the next week I close 7. So you got to go by the averages, and for me, my average is about 1 to 3 clients every single week. That's a mix of paid ads, organic ads, or not organic ads. It's a mix of paid ads, organic, like social media content, and referrals, acquisition, stuff like that. So when should you start your own accounting business? I honestly think you should do it right now. You should really do it, because to get to $100,000, that you will do that within the same year. And once you get there and you go in full time, you'll make so much more, because that's your full-time gig. So just thinking here, you might be wondering why, or not why, sorry, how. You might be thinking, okay, Van, that's great. I 100% agree. Now, how do I do this? Well, you've got really two options, okay? You can do organic growth, which is social media content, blog posts, word of mouth, networking events, stuff like that. Or you can do paid. Now, paid, there's a couple different methods of paid. That's paid advertising and acquisition, actually buying a book of business. I recently did the book of business, and that's my new favorite way. A couple of reasons for that. I'll make a separate video on that. I can't really talk too much on it yet, just because it's about to be wrapped up, and obviously, as you know, with certain deals, you can't really speak on it. You sign NDAs until the deal has finalized and it's complete. So I will talk more on that at a later date. But basically what happened is, when you purchase a cash flowing business, the second you take it over, you are now getting access to that cash flow. Yes, you got to pay the loan off, you got to pay off those business expenses, but you are now getting income that you never had before. And I would say that you didn't really have to work for it, although this acquisition did take work, and it's taking a lot of work. But that's my new favorite way now. Acquisition. It's guaranteed. It happens right now. And I think that's the way that everyone should do it. If you are thinking about getting into this business and you're coming from a career where you actually did this work. And what I mean by that is, don't acquire a bookkeeping firm if you've never had a bookkeeping client or you've never done a bookkeeping engagement, because it's probably going to be pretty tough to do. I'm not saying impossible. You can definitely do it. There's been people, but I think that it would be very difficult, and I think you would be better off acquiring a book of business if you're coming from a field where you either had clients of your own, or maybe the kind of work that you did at your regular corporate position was the exact same as the work that you're acquiring. If that doesn't sound like you and you're completely new to accounting and whatnot, that's not the option that you want to take. You want to take it slow. You want to get 1 to 5 clients, kind of learn the average process of what it looks like, and that's what you want to do. But to mainly answer that question, when should I start my business? I think you should do it right now. If not, when? Start it a year from now? What's going to be the difference from right now versus a year? Except for prices are going to go up. more competition is going to enter the market, and you're going to be a year behind. So it's definitely something to think about, and it's something that you got to actually take advantage of that. But yeah, I don't want to add into a video just to fill it up, but I think that's it. It's a quick, easy, straightforward video. When should I get into accounting for myself? When should I start my own VAS business? Right now. Do it right now. If you want to learn how, and if you want to know the actual step-by-step on how to approach that, go through my YouTube channel. I've posted a lot of videos going through it. If you want one-on-one coaching from myself and my partner, who has also grown their own accounting firm, then what I want you to do is go to my Instagram and shoot me over the word books, and let's talk. All right, peace. And yeah. So with that being said, you guys, I will see you in the next video. Peace.